Alright guys, a little bit of an unusual setting. I know today we're actually in the car, but today we're going to talk about a very exciting developer, one that I've been wanting to talk about for quite a while, and this is H&H Developments, actually owned by none other than Shamal Holding. Now, you guys might or may not have seen this developer quite a lot recently. If you guys know anything about Dubai real estate, then you will know that this developer in particular has been making a lot of noise recently, and the reason is because they've come up with a lot of branded residences recently. And you know, with branded residences coming around Dubai, a lot of people are kind of speculating whether or not they're even worth it, because at the end of the day, branded residences are just, well, from the name, it's brand, right? So I mean, there's a lot coming to the market. Of course, we've got the Four Seasons, we've got the Armani, we've even got the names of like Versace, etc. You name it, right? There are so many. Aman, Rosewood, all of these are really coming to the market, and with so many branded residences, people are starting to speculate whether or not they're even worth it, right? And the true part of this question is that, you know, it does make a lot of sense as to why many people think that, because branded residences are just a brand, right? I mean, the name brings a lot of value to a lot of investors, but is the quality really there? And this is why I wanted to make this video particularly about H&H. And I'll mention why this is really relevant towards the end of the video. So H&H was initially started in 2007 by two Emirati entrepreneurs. One was named Shahab Al-Lufti. Sorry guys, my phone's up. Shahab Al-Lufti, and the other one is Mohammed Al-Husseini. Now, they initially started H&H as sort of a boutique luxury developer. So they would only work on very small villa communities, commercial sector, and they would also manage leasing, and they would also do the property management for their clients as well. So they kind of were this hybrid development slash real estate agency themselves. And when I talk about the villa communities that they make, don't get me wrong, they're not very big villa communities that are known like Meadows, Springs, and all of these that we know now. They were more so building villa communities in non-freehold plots, for example, the ones in Wasl, Jumeirah, and Al Barsha, and they would make those very small, tiny villa communities that, you know, foreigners are not actually allowed to buy. Only Emiratis and GCC locals are allowed to buy. And these would comprise of 25 up to 30 villas. Like, for example, they had one in Wasl, right? Just behind Wasl Galleria Mall, which they were also behind actually developing themselves. This comprised of 36 villas, you know, so I'm also going to show a little bit of pictures of what those look like on the screen. In addition to that, they also developed the 014 Tower in Business Bay, which is supposed to look like an exoskeleton on the outside. Very, very beautiful building. I'm sure you guys have seen it if you have driven around in Business Bay. And they've also the first developer to actually bring Four Seasons to Dubai, particularly talking about Four Seasons in the IFC and Four Seasons in Jumeirah. So with that being said, this is kind of what H&H was doing prior to 2018. So for 10 years, they would just kind of take small plots in non-freehold areas, build a few villas, and then sell them privately. And then they would also take some commercial sectors, like for example, they made the Wasl Galleria, and they also made the Wasl, the one particularly in Barsha, sorry, not Wasl, Galleria in Al Barsha, along with the 014 Tower. So this is just a little bit of a summary for you guys. However, people didn't really know H&H that well. I mean, why would they, right? Their name hasn't been as established, for example, as Shoba, Damak, or Aymar did at the time. So until 2018 hit, H&H decided to sort of transition the way that they do business, and decided to come up with this brand new idea that they wanted to do, because obviously one day they had a dream to be at the big table, you know, the same as I already mentioned, like Emaar, Shoba, Dubai Holding, etc. These names, everyone knows them in Dubai, but H&H, nobody really knew them. They were very much of a silent and quiet developer. So in 2018, they came up with two benchmark towers that I like to call them, which was Eden House Satwa and Eden House Marasi. Now, I'm going to specifically talk about Eden House Satwa because that's more of their flagship development, and that's also where their actual sales office is now, their sales gallery. And the reason why I say that is because if any one of you knows Dubai, you would know that Satwa is not necessarily a very, let's say, established area, right? This is specifically an area that is known to be on the lower spectrum in terms of the quality, and also, you know, the rent over there is known to be extremely cheap, right? I mean, we're talking some units can even go for 20,000-30,000 dirham rent, and this is talking about old Satwa, right? Not new Satwa. So this is also where a lot of the construction workers do live themselves. So this is just to give you a little bit of idea what the area is in of itself. So in 2018, H&H decided to do something which was very bold and actually develop a tall residential tower known as Eden House in the newer area of Satwa, which is just a little bit behind Sheikh Zayed Road, but also 2 to 3 minutes away from the old Satwa, to not really be close to all of the hustle and bustle, which is known to be a very busy street in Satwa. So when this was handed over in 2021, people were very speculative. They said, okay, why is this tower located in Satwa, and why should we invest in this tower? I mean, it was a very random tower at the end of the day, right? I mean, we're talking about Satwa here, right? So with that being said, once this building was handed over, people were absolutely shocked. I mean, I'm going to show pictures and videos if I can here on the screen, and you guys can just take a look as to what this place actually looks like. I mean, it is an absolutely amazing building. It literally looks like a 5-star hotel, especially when you go downstairs, you look at all the cafes, you even look at the sales gallery itself. It even looks like something that's out of a movie. But the reason why I want to bring this up is because the rent in Eden House Satwa today for a 1-bedroom is 200,000 dirhams. Yes, guys, you heard that right. 200,000 dirhams for a 1-bedroom in Satwa. And these are not predicted prices on Property Finder or Bayut, where agents are putting them, hoping that people will pay this amount. No, this is real transactional history. This is what real people have actually paid to stay in a 1-bedroom in this tower for 1 year only. And to give you guys context, Dubai Hills, established by Mar, Ellington, the developer which is known for luxury quality, Ellington House in Dubai Hills isn't even touching 200,000 dirhams a year. Now you're telling me that this developer, which was so quiet and all of a sudden developed a tower in an area known to be, you know, on the lower spectrum of what Dubai has to offer, and they're bringing 200,000, that tells you something about the developer, but also tells you about something which is very important, and that is quality. Because not many people can go into an area like Satwa, build a building, and able to establish 200,000 dirhams a year for rent. That clearly shows you that people are paying that price, not because of the area necessarily, but because of the building itself. And if people are paying that much, that means the quality must be this high, right? I mean, it just makes total sense, even in Palm Jumeirah, guys. And I cannot stress this enough. Even in Palm, which is known to be one of the most luxurious areas, if not in the whole world, there are some buildings in Shoreline that doesn't even touch 200,000 yet again. And you're talking about a development which is located right next to the beach in one of the most famous areas in all of the world, right? So with that being said, once Eden House Satwa was actually established, investors actually looked at H&H and said, okay, this is a developer that can bring quality. And this also goes to show us that the supply for actual quality products for apartments in today's market isn't that much. Because if people are actually paying this much, that clearly shows that there is still a very high demand for high luxury end products, particularly when we talk about apartments, because so many apartments are coming to the market, and a lot of investors have a very hard time actually choosing which apartments to go for. Hence why H&H makes such a good choice in this market. Now, let's move forward to 2021. After this building was handed over, a lot of people really saw the value in H&H. And this is when they decided to take advantage of the name they had already built for themselves and the quality that they were able to establish by showcasing people what they've been able to deliver. Hence, they took up large amounts of plot in an area that we know as Dubai Canal. Now, Dubai Canal is also known to be the next billionaire's row in Dubai. Literally all of the buildings here are top-notch quality, and they have taken large proportions of land. In fact, even right now, they've already handed over a building which is known as the Four Seasons Residences. And yes, guys, you heard that right. Four Seasons Residences in the canal, which yet again is an absolutely spectacular building, and it is branded by none other than Four Seasons themselves. So they have taken large amounts of plot in the canal that I already mentioned, and they're even launching many other buildings like Eden House Park, Eden House Satwa, and sorry, not Eden House Satwa, Eden House Wasl. And another flagship development that they're making now is Eden Hills at Dubai Hills. And this is going to be their first real villa community. And the reason why I say real villa community is because it's not one of those that are private. This is actually the ones that many foreign investors can actually buy, right? So this is going to be their flagship villa development community, only standalone villas, by the way, guys, where they're going to comprise of 327 villas to be exact. In addition to that, they have also acquired a new land located in Jumeirah 2, right next to Bulgari Island. This is going to be called Dubai Jumeirah Peninsula. And Dubai Jumeirah Peninsula is supposed to be competing with Bulgari Island, where they're bringing Amman residents and Rosewood residences. Both of them are actually branded residences. If any one of you guys know what Amman is, it is practically a branded residences, and they have many other sort of establishments, like for example the Janyu Hotel in Tokyo, which H&H is also bringing to the IFC, by the way guys, which is the Janyu residences at the IFC, along with the Four Seasons at the IFC. Another thing that they're bringing is Eden House Zabil. And when we talk about other projects, they're even launching Dubai Harbour residences at, you guessed it, Dubai Harbour, situated right between Emaar Beachfront and Marina. Now, the reason why I mentioned all of this in the first place is not just to bombard you with all the developments that they're actually making, but it's to actually show you as to what, first of all, their quality is able to bring, and also the very strategic locations that they're choosing. Because by choosing Eden Hills and Dubai Hills, just for example, they're doing this because Dubai Hills, number one, is already a very, very established community. And by bringing the luxury that they can already bring, they're bringing luxury villas at a very affordable price per square foot. Some of these villas are going for 2,000, whereas right adjacent to it, you know, where we've got Dubai Hills, there's some units reaching 4,000 up to 5,000 dirhams a square foot. And you're getting way newer villas, right? So this just goes to show you that H&H is a developer that can deliver high amounts of quality, but also in very strategic locations. So this is what we can expect from H&H in the future. And the reason why I wanted to make this video in the first place was just to kind of give you guys the history of H&H, make you guys understand the significance of what they delivered in the past, what to expect from the future, and if whether or not their branded residences are actually worth it. And lastly but not least guys, if you guys would like more information about this developer itself, you obviously know where you guys can contact me. My WhatsApp is down below, extremely easy to locate, just in the comments, just before you go to the comment section, and there should be a link there, so you don't have to go to WhatsApp manually and type it. Just click on that, we can talk further, and we can schedule a meeting. And without further ado guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I have to catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.